Massive segment to close out SmackDown. We got so much insight into this new Bray Wyatt character. There's a lot to talk about here. So basically, we get to the very end of the show. We get to the Bray Wyatt segment. There's around about 10 minutes left in the show. We see the door again. The door opens. We get the blue light shining out. So that seems to be part of the new entrance for Bray. This door, this blue light. What was missing this time, though, was a mask. Bray would emerge without a mask, which is obviously very, very interesting. He was making his way down to a new theme. I haven't had a chance to really explore the lyrics of that. Obviously, there's going to be plenty of time to do that afterwards. But it's a very positive, very uplifting, very optimistic theme. A lot of people in the live stream were loving it, were really feeling it. And I can totally understand that. I can totally understand that people were really enjoying it and really into it. I thought it was very strange because it's just so optimistic compared to hurt, heal. It just, I don't know, you could tell that something different was on the way, something positive, something different, something clearly not The Fiend, something clearly not moody. And yeah, that's kind of the way it went as well. So I think this new theme really gave us an indicator as to where things were going. So he makes his way down to the ring with this new theme, which does sound good. It sounds very big, very epic. And it's got I believe a vocal rock guitar in the background. It works. I'm not saying it doesn't. It's just, yeah, it just caught me off guard. I mean, as simple as that, caught me off guard. And so he makes his way down to the ring. He then gets into the ring. The lights are low. There's no red light or anything like that. It's just the lights are kept quite dark and quite low. You can see that he had the lantern, the blue light lantern, not the head lantern or anything like that. No mask at all. His attire is just very plain. And what we got was a version of Bray, which I think is exaggerated. So I think that this is based on Wyndham. I think this is based on the real him. But I do think it was exaggerated. He talks about being nervous, and I'm sure there were nerves, but, you know, for him to actually say that and point that out, it's kind of not something he needed to say. For him to talk about, the emotion and all of that, I feel like he told us about a lot of his emotion and kind of, I don't want to say exaggerated all of that, but it feels like this is a character to a degree. I think this is based on him. I believe a lot of what he was saying is true. It's just, this is a lot of stuff we've not been told before. So he said, look, this is a version of me. This is me being me. This is the real me for the first time. And then he talks about how he lost a lot and, his voice starts to break. He's looking straight down the camera. As I said, I believe this is the real him. I believe this is Wyndham that is talking. And I think this is him kind of connecting with the crowd. When I say this is an exaggerated version of him, I'm talking about the amount that he is sharing. He did not need to share as much as what he shared. Because he talks about how he lost a lot, how he lost his self-confidence, how he lost two people that were close to him, how he lost his way, how he thought it was all meaningless, how it didn't matter, but he was wrong. And once he was finished feeling sorry for himself, he went out and met people that were truly remarkable. And he said, you all know who you are. He said they would thank me because I was there when they were in a time of need. They would say that they wanted to thank me because I saved their lives. And the crowd started up with a thank you Bray chant at this point. You was there for me when I was weak. And so I thank you, says Bray. You all saved my life. When I tried to run away, you found me. And he was continuing to talk as the lights went completely out. So the whole arena was filled in complete darkness. And then we get a really, really interesting moment. So before we move to this next moment, I think it's worth just saying that I don't know if we're going to see that version of Bray again, because what follows is very interesting. But we could see that version of Bray. I don't know that they would give him that entrance music if we weren't going to see him again. I feel like we probably are. We're probably going to see that very real version, that Wyndham version. But it's very interesting. It's kind of a new character, as we said. And just that alone, there's a lot to unpack. But then the lights went out, and then we got this. Now, this is obviously that face that has been appearing on the Firefly Funhouse. It appeared on Raw as well. And this face said a lot, right? Said a lot. It was hard to catch at first, but I've listened to it 3 times now, and I think I've got everything it says. It says, "Little one, my little one, come with me. Your life is done for. Forget the future. Forget the past. Your life is over. Breathe your last. You have no idea who you're dealing with, do you? But you will." And at that point, we get, like, I think a bit of laughter, and then we get the Bray Wyatt logo, and that is how it ends. Now, for me, this feels like we've got a new Bray character, which is largely based on himself. And as well as that, which I do think we will see again, as we said, but I'm not 100% on that. I think we will. The reason why I'm not sure is because this character has just said, "Your life is over. You've breathed your last." Was that a very short window for Bray to talk to us? And now he's going on to whatever his next creation is. Was this an opportunity for Bray to come out and say, "Thank you for being there for me when I was at my lowest," and just really talking from the heart? And now he's going on to his next creation. Or is that going to be a character that we're going to see week after week after week? Because of the entrance music, I feel like it is, but I'm really not. I'm really torn on that. I'm really torn. This is clearly going to guide Bray, whoever this is. And there was news that came out that this apparently is Uncle Howdy. Internally, this mask is being referred to as Uncle Howdy. I wonder if Bray is going to now become Uncle Howdy and we've already seen him wear the mask. Is he going to wear the mask again and portray a different character? Either way, this mask is a big, big part of what is happening right now. So I feel like we heard from the real Bray. Now this person has interrupted and basically said, "Forget your life is over. Breathe your last. You don't know who you're dealing with, but you will soon." And I feel like this person is going to be guiding Bray or forcing Bray to do his bidding, basically. I think the twist could be, and a few people already said it in the chat, the twist could be that this is Bray as well. And we could have a split personality thing going on where we've seen this vulnerable Bray in the ring, but he is being led by a more commanding side of himself that shows itself on screen wearing this mask. So that's kind of like some early theories that are like doing the rounds at the moment, but it was very, very interesting. It revealed way more than I was expecting. So that's what we got at the very end of the show. It is just worth pointing out that earlier in the show, we got a little flicker. There was a Bray logo, and then we saw this eye. And a lot of people saying this looks like a female eye. This looks like Liv Morgan's eye. People pointing out that Liv Morgan actually had an eye on her ring gear, which is very, very interesting. I think it was Steve-O420 pointed out she had the eye on her ring gear at Extreme Rules. So a few people making some big connections between this and Liv Morgan. It made me think of Luke Harper because he used to have an eye as his kind of image on his Titantron. So it immediately made me think of that. Then we had this as well, which is Liv Morgan. And this is really interesting because you can see she is attacking Sonya backstage. And you can see that in the background on the box, you've got the Wyatt logo. And next to the pillar, there appears to be someone in some kind of black hooded top. Now, I don't know if that's just a bit of equipment that's leaning up against the pillar. I thought I would include it because this has really caught fire on social media. A lot of people are talking about this moment where you've got Liv, the Wyatt logo, and potentially a hooded figure in the background. Few people saying, is that Abby or something along those lines? Obviously, we don't know on that, but Liv was very violent tonight. And obviously, you know, there's a few thoughts, what with her social media going like all black and everything, that she could be heavily involved in a new Wyatt 6 faction. So I reckon there's more, to be honest, in there. I mean, what I've not had a chance to do is like look at the videos all super slow. That video at the very end, you know, where you've got that Uncle Howdy, that masked figure, there could be some little images hidden in there. So I'm sure people as we speak are doing deep dives, but I just wanted to give you that bigger picture, that kind of broad strokes, those kind of big thoughts as to what it is that we've just seen and potentially where it is that we're going. And it feels like this Uncle Howdy is potentially leading Bray, and Liv may be connected, but let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. This was a big moment. It absolutely delivered. Lots of talking points, and I would love to know what you saw, what you picked up on, where you think it's going down in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.